Now, amidst uncertainty over the next phase of the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas in Gaza, the U.S. has reportedly proposed a deal to Hamas involving a 60-day ceasefire in exchange for 10 living hostages. Now, as per reports, the deal includes negotiations on the second phase of the ceasefire and the resumption of humanitarian aid into Gaza. Hamas is yet to respond to the American proposal. Reports indicate that Israel was kept in the dark in these negotiations. U.S. President Donald Trump has defended the direct negotiations with Hamas, saying we are helping Israel in those discussions because we're talking about Israeli hostages. Trump argued that negotiating was key to getting out the remaining hostages that are alive.
Look, Biden wasn't able to get anybody out. We came along and they started releasing. But we have 59 left, of which 24 are living. The rest are dead. And I put out a statement. It's sort of self-explanatory, I think. But somebody's going to have to get a lot rougher than they're getting. It's a shame.
Meanwhile, Trump's special envoy to the West Asia, Steve Witkoff, has said that it wouldn't be prudent for Hamas to test President Trump.
I don't think I don't think, as the president has said before, I don't think you alert everybody how you're going to negotiate or what your reaction's going to be. But I wouldn't test President Trump.
And on the flip side, Hamas says it remains committed to truce with Israel, but any military escalation against Palestinians may lead to the death of the remaining hostages that are alive.
We warn the families of the occupation's hostages and all those concerned that we have proof of life to this day for the remaining living hostages of the enemy, and that any escalation of the aggression against our people will most likely lead to the killing of some of the enemy's hostages, as has happened before in many cases.
Hinting at continuing blocking aid to Gaza, Israeli government spokesperson David Mencer has said that there is no free meal for Hamas if it does not release the remaining hostages.
If there is to be any hope in this region, then the world must stop giving Hamas a helping hand. That is what they want. Anyone who wants to end this war will support these timely measures. Say it again, and we say it again. We give aid, and then we're betrayed. We give aid, and then they throw a grenade. And when they say supplies, it's just lies.
The U.S. has rejected Egypt's proposal for the reconstruction of Gaza. U.S. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce has said that the plan does not meet the Trump administration's expectations. The Egyptian plan, which was endorsed this week by the Arab League, includes temporary housing inside Gaza for 1.5 million displaced Palestinians during reconstruction. And to give us more details on the story, our New York correspondent Susan Tehrani sent us this report.
U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff stated that negotiations are ongoing with Hamas with a focus on the release of injured American-Israeli hostage Edon Alexander. He criticized Hamas for lacking seriousness and honesty in talks and warned of dire consequences if the hostages are not released. Witkoff emphasized President Trump's resolve should not be tested and hinted at a possible joint U.S.-Israeli action against Hamas. He also announced that he plans to visit 4 Middle Eastern countries next week to further address the ongoing crisis. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.